Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. And what you're about to watch is a full day outing with me and two of my buddies, Brendan and Blaise. And basically what we're going to do is just get out in the woods and work on some shelter construction and some other things. And these guys are just getting into bushcrafting, wilderness survival, and that type of stuff. Really committed. They're learning a lot. They've been really kind of growing in their knowledge and their application of that knowledge. But today's going to kind of be a mix of having some adventures in the woods, but also some teaching and instructing, letting them try out some different things, and sharing that experience with you. So appreciate you guys checking out the video, and let's jump into this adventure together. Hey, what's up everybody? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and we're doing our fall outing. So it is November 21st, 2015, and I'm out with my two buddies, Brendan and Blaise. We're just going to be doing a lot of bushcrafting stuff out in the woods today. We're going to start off by building a shelter now, and this is going to be a shelter that I can kind of come back to and use this as a base camp for shooting videos. I have a couple of different spots around New Hampshire I go, and this is going to be one of those base camps. So we're going to put a little cross beam between two trees, and then put some trees or small saplings down the back of it. Start to build up a little shelter. So let's jump right into the process. All right, so we're going to start working on a shelter. We got one tree here, got one tree over here. And we're going to put a crossbar between these two and then run the rest of our wood down the back. So we'll start by just cleaning out the ground here and then building up the shelter. All right, Blaise, say hi.
Hey.
Brendan, say hi.
Hey.
So we're working on a little shelter here, as I mentioned before, getting it secured up. All right, so here's a look at the shelter. You can see the structure underneath. Got that tarp on top of it. Just found that in the woods. A little bit ripped, but not bad. Decided to leave that side and the front open. And then over here, you got the beginning of a wall. We could fill that in if we want. And then a little bit for insulation, but mostly just for cover, so that you don't see this bright blue thing here. We just covered the back with leaves a little bit. So still some more work to do, but that's what it's looking like so far. All right, so this is Brendan and Blaise, and they helped build the shelter, obviously, so I just want to give them a chance to maybe share what the experience was like. It took us, probably an hour and a half to do it. Yeah. With three of us, so you can imagine that'd be a lot longer by yourself, but I don't know. What's some thoughts, Blaise? What do you think?
I think, it's the first time building a lean-to. It's a pretty basic structure, but there's a lot more to it than you'd think. There's a big learning curve to making something even as it looks as simple as this. And especially if you're out there by yourself, it's going to be a lot of, like you said, it took us about an hour and a half with three guys, so it'll probably take 4 hours by yourself, maybe longer, depending on what kind of state you're in. So it's good to feel a little more prepared and know kind of what to look for and how to set things up.
Yep, true. Brendan, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I pretty much say the same thing, and also just making sure you are able to secure everything correctly, which is what I didn't think would be the most important part. But making sure that everything is, set up so that everything's not falling around or shaking around when you're trying to set the rest of it up. And then also the leaves, I didn't realize could be so essential to insulation and keeping you warm, that type of stuff. So.
Sweet.
Take your Mora off before you sit down.
Yeah.
Show him your Mora. So he sat down with the Mora on his belt, and unfortunately the sheath snapped. So we'll deal with that.
$5.
$5. All right, so we built shelter. Next thing we're going to work on is a bunch of fire options. So we're going to do a one-match fire, and then we'll do just the fire steel by itself. But we're going to go collect some gear or some wood for this, and then I'm going to probably end up going to do a little fishing and see if we can catch lunch. All right, so we're going to work on some fire. Here we go. to Baton Fest 2015. Got the SP53 going and the Tops Brothers of Bushcraft Fieldcraft knife going. These guys are just getting some dry wood. It's been raining for the past handful of days pretty significantly, so we're testing and using the knives in the process of getting this fire prepared. Alright, so this is Blaise, and he's going to talk us through how he set up the fire. So maybe you've never done fire before, maybe you've done a million times, but either way, just to kind of talk about what's the best way to get it set up. And the goal here is one match. So light one match, put it in the fire, and let it get rocking. So Blaise, tell us how you organize this thing.
Yeah, so it's pretty, not hard, but it looks kind of elaborate. But basically you just set up a log cabin here so it gets some airflow in, and then put some hemlock and some birch bark in the center. Where the match is going to go, so we'll drop a match in there, and that hemlock and birch will get going, and then there's some small kindling in there, as well as some feather sticks on the top to catch the flame. Let's see if we can get this lit.
And the sun has come out like right as we're about to start here. It's kind of nice, actually.
Alright, so I think I'm going to try to just stick it right in there.
We got one of those Yuko matches, so those guys burn for a while. You can see they're definitely smoking.
I did miss, I think. Oh, the feather stick caught.
Okay. So we got a feather stick started. Now we're just hoping that it spreads a bit. And you can hear it sizzling, so got some moisture in the wood, but still working. The idea behind the one match fire is just to actually test, to see, can you do it with just one match in case you're in a situation where you don't have a lot of options, you don't have a fire steel. So, how well is your fire actually prepared to get rocking? You can see it's spreading over to some of that other stuff. A bunch of feather sticks here
feather sticks
to help the fire out. Yep, now it's starting to catch down underneath. I'll back up here a little bit. There you go. One match fire. Alright, so just to prove a quick point, Blaise and Brendan went down to the stream to check some stuff out, and you can see the fire looks like it's died, so we'll see how they respond when it comes back.
There's no, it's all small feathers and stuff like that.
Gentlemen, what's the status of the current fire?
Yeah, it's out.
It died.
Alright, so anyhow, these guys are gonna...
Lesson number one, don't leave your fire until you're sure it's good.
There you go.
And don't leave it really at all if you can. My feathers caught really easily, but then after that, there wasn't enough small stuff in there to keep it going, other than the hemlock, which died out quickly, as we can see. So, do this again.
Try 2.0.
Yep.
Okay, round two. So we got the fire reorganized. Blaise, any comments before you go for it?
So we're going to try this again. I put more smaller stuff in there, some more shavings and very small kindling, and then set up this kind of pyramid design on top of the log cabin. So hopefully this one works. I'm not going down to the river this time, so.
Looking good. Got some birch in there too. That's always going to help.
Yeah.
Alright, now we get some fire. Alright, so this is the second match, but definitely fire is going, burning strong now. And we're actually probably going to head out from this spot and go to another spot near some water where we're going to try to do some fishing, catch some lunch, and then do a fire there with magnesium or fire steel or both. We'll have to see how it goes. But this fire has definitely survived, and yeah, that is a legit fire. Way off in the distance there, you can see a cormorant swimming away from me. And there he goes. So I don't know exactly what you guys like to watch when you're watching outdoor bushcraft, you know, those types of videos and stuff. For me, I like to watch action, so that's why I didn't just record about 20 minutes of me fishing, because I got no action. So the water's pretty cold, it's midday, variety of different reasons, but I didn't get a bite, didn't get a nibble in an area where I know there's at least some panfish. But that's all good. So I'm actually going to head back to a new location that Brendan and Blaise and I went to, and we're going to we're working on next level of fire. So fire with fire steel, magnesium, maybe some fat wood, try stuff like that. All right. So nice scenery, but no fish today. So we're going to have some wild edibles, and that's it. All right, let's head back. So we're at a new location, and these guys are going to be working on fire steel, just fire steel for the to get the fire started. So what do you got for tinder and whatnot? Just fill us in here.
So we got some birch bark, some birch shavings in there, some extra birch bark here, and then dried goldenrod here. That is used as flash tinder. So
yep.
It's gonna go up real quick. Then we got some kindling. We got some fat wood here. Some more kindling over there.
You guys are committed at this point. You're like, we are gonna make a fire.
It will happen.
It is gonna happen. All right, let me zoom in here real quick. All right, whenever you're ready. Can you move your hand out of the way?
Yes.
There you go. Now everybody can see. Sweet.
Go try it. It might die out in like 5 seconds. Yeah, start building with those small ones. Right there. Okay. Where's that hemlock go again?
All right, so I'm gonna cut away and we'll cut back in about 2 minutes, see how things are going. So here's our fire. It's been probably going about 4 or 5 minutes at this point, so definitely strong. And sounds like lesson learned as far as walking away from the fire. That'll never ever happen again, I bet, for these guys. So yeah, this is with fire steel and just natural tinders. All right, so testing out the LifeStraw. Instructions say put it in the water, wait for 10 seconds, and then 5 quick sips, right?
Yep, here we go.
All right.
Nothing came out.
Yeah?
Tastes good.
Tastes good. No fish, so what we're going to do instead is make some tea. We've got some hemlock and actually some wild apples that I found this morning. And so that's that. We got one over there that's already steeping. Let me go over here, you can see it. So we got some apple and some hemlock in there. And this water over here is just coming to a boil. And we'll put the hemlock and apple in there, make some tea. So we're using the SP53 to split this piece of wood, which as you can see, it's about 6.5 feet tall. We already split one over here. We're going to be making a bench. So just for kicks, I mean, this is not your average use of this type of knife, but just for kicks to show you that it can do some very, very aggressive work. We're going to be batoning this with the SP53. Here we go.
It's probably about 3-inch diameter.
About 3 inches across there, so large.
Keep your balance up. There's a knot right at the beginning.
Yeah.
What?
Before I get off now.
That one seems to be splitting better than the other one even.
I'm gonna hold that.
Yeah.
Spin it a little bit.
Look at that. SP53 doing work. These guys are sitting here on the new Bushcraft camp bench that we made with help from the SP53. So can you guys get up for 1 second just so we can see what it looks like? So we basically cut those pieces of wood. They're about 6.5 feet long. Baton them and then tie them together on this end and on that end. And now the Bushcraft bench.